I think we're going to see, and I'm really concerned about it, is sort of a return to the comprehensive system almost, where all schools have to be uniform, and it's a dumbing down of education. So this legislation is saying that academies, which have been a real positive and were introduced under a previous Labour government, have given freedoms, allowed them to employ different people as teachers, set different wage levels, set a different curriculum.
And been very successful along the way.
Absolutely, and really raise standards internationally. We compare really well internationally, and yet we've got an education secretary coming in and she wants uniformity, and that's not raising schools up, it's damping schools
And
down.
this is also alongside the increased fees for private schools, you know, removing Latin. I mean, what's going on here, Matthew? Labour doesn't seem to want to invest in aspiration and give people choice. What's happening here?
I think they probably do want to help people with aspiration, but I think they're misjudging it. And actually, I always, you know, for someone that, you know, broadly supports the changes they've made to private schools and whatnot, and the fees, I just thought it was a strange priority to lead with, and very ideological, because it reminded me of the free broadband in 2019, because you sort of go, who's asking for this?
But isn't that the point, that actually this Labour government is much more ideological, deeply ideological than people thought? Because the opening line was, well, if you have Keir Starmer, you have a moderate, competent, sort of, you know, slightly centre-left Prime Minister. But actually everything this guy's done since coming into office has been the opposite of that. I mean, he's been much more radical than I think many of the people within Starmer's camp led us to believe.
Yeah, it's because he's a follower and not a leader. He hasn't got any politics, so he's going to go along with more ideological things. No, I don't know. I think Bridget Phillipson, I think, is coming from a good place. I used to work closely with her, and I think she's a working-class girl who wants people to have the same opportunity she did, despite them coming under Margaret Thatcher. But I think I'm unsure what Catherine Birbal Singh is coming for, because she's saying we're going to turn Labour are turning everything Marxist. I don't think that's true. I agree with her in the sense of social mobility is about opportunity. You can't just give people social mobility. There's got to be the option. I always thought it was a great thing, Blair making all the galleries and museums free. You've still got to walk through them to get that education and advancement, though. But I think the schools thing is, I think it'll work out. I think it'll be fine.
Simon, I mean, there is something here about flattening aspiration and ambition.
And the fact that Bridget Phillipson, the Labour Education Secretary, has never visited Michaela Community School.
Well, I visited.
Yeah,
and it's a fantastic school. I wish everybody in this country would go and visit that school.
It's the best school in Britain in terms of results.